Hey everyone, this video is to Jay Robinson. He was wanting to know about my tractor setup. So I'm going to start off with the front end or front part of this thing. I designed all this myself, I designed a 4-post row bar, as you can see right here. It's 4 posts with a canopy. On this thing here, also redid the step here, made it wider, widened the wheels out, widened the row bar system out, fenders, widened the step out, made a corner style steps on here. That's so much easier to get on and off of, so much safer. On here, I made my own fenders, made and designed, cut them all out. The only thing I didn't do was bent them. I had a machine shop bend it for me on a brake. So I did all that, or had that done. I got braces on the inside, so they ain't going nowhere. And then I got them bolted to that back beam on that row bar. On here, I got square tubing mounted to these bracket holes, and then I got a square tube that's welded on top of that comes across, and then welded to another square tube, sorry, from arm. It runs back there. That's welded to a big steel plate right there, as you can see. So that steel plate is welded to a steel plate on top of the axle, right up through here. It goes on top of the axle and has U-bolts bolted to the axle. So that's welded all that on there. And so that's how that's set up. And I got little braces in here that hold this step up, welded to the step plate, welded to this angle piece here, which is welded to this angle bracket. And I got that welded, or got that bolted on, and that is welded to the fender up here. And then that's bolted, like I said, bolted to the frame. So that's on that. On the back side, I got this steel plate, like I mentioned. I think that's like a 1/2 inch steel plate. That's got the U-bolts mounted to the axle here, and then there's a U-bolt or a bracket here that's bolted to the fender. And as I said, there's the bolt, 1-bolt, 2-bolt that goes on it that holds the fenders on. So this ain't, the fenders don't rattle, they don't shake or anything like that. This is a 2-inch by 6-inch steel tube, hollow tube, which is welded on top of that steel plate. Which that goes up, and that is welded to another steel 2x6 steel tube that goes across, and the same comes down here to the axle over there. And then the 2-inch, this 2-inch square tube that I got right here, it comes down, and it is welded to the top of this steel tube here. So that's what that's welded on, which is bolted to here and welded to that steel bracket. And then I got this step welded onto that steel tube as well, as you can see right here. And then you want to know about the electrical box over here, or my switch box. This is still just sheeting that is welded together on this side, on both ends, and underneath here. I got bolted four bolts, 2 bolts here, 2 bolts over here. On the inside, bolt comes inside the fender, and you take this plate off, reach in there and put the nuts on, tighten them up. So it's 4 angle brackets in there that I had done. And then, as you can see, the switches here.
It looks good.
Thanks. To continue, 2 roofing screws right here. They come off, or they unscrew them, and this little plate comes off, and there's a square hole here. All the wiring's in the side here. It comes out through this hole here. I need to put a grommet on that someday. It comes out through there, which one of them comes up to my fan, which is on the switch. And then the others, these others go to my lights. One to the back and then one to the front, which they go into here. The battery or the power wires going through this blue loom here, go straight up to the battery. And then those other wires, you see, are for a baler monitor. And this monitor here, which this is a camera monitor. I've got cameras on back of my hay roller, so I can see my tailgate and my rows of hay condition. So I got that set up. And my ignition switch I got over here too, because I keep over here when I get on and off the tractor. My knee keeps hitting the switch and it keeps breaking my ignition key off in the switch. You know how painful that is. Deal with it too. So I got that, and then I got a corner bracket, 2 angle iron pieces there, 1 steel flat bar goes across here, then 2 brackets here and this in here, and then I got this bracket right here. It comes up, and here's my loader controls. I got my loader controls right here, and my hydraulic line fittings right here from a loader. That way, you know, I don't have to keep running all the wires crossing over and the axle underneath and round back here. It's already here. So, got it all braced up pretty well. So I got my fan braced, and then I got a triangle angle iron here all the way across here to brace these 2 posts together, and across here 2 bars here, which is welded on top, as you can see how they're welded up. Angle irons here, welded across here too, and then I got welded here and bolts across here. So, and my bracket, I got angle bracket here, comes across to upper for my monitors. And then for my, I don't know if you have hay roller or not with the monitor, but all my monitor hookups from my roller. This is for the power wire that I'll turn the monitor on. This, of course, is the plug for the hay roller itself. It goes to the back, to the monitor sensors and everything on the hay roller. And then this here goes to my camera monitor. I got this here plugs in for the power, and then these here are for the cameras themselves. And I'll show you the cameras. I got one here, shows the bell ejecting. And then one here to show me the bell or guide me back when I get in here. I got this in here so whenever I kick my bell out, I can kick it out without the kick and without the kicker kicking it, and where I don't have to disengage the kicker all the time. But in here I've got to show that there's another piece of steel tube that I got bracing the whole everything up too. So that's welded to a steel plate and angle iron, or that tube right there. So I got that on both sides, so it ain't going nowhere side to side. You know, it ain't going, this whole thing ain't gonna side to side moving. So that's how that's braced up real good right there on both sides. So also, I don't know if you are interested or not, but you know, I do not have no hood mount exhaust. I got down style exhaust manifold on the other side, belly exhaust style. Steel flex tube comes down, comes over in this exhaust pipe, comes up, and this is a 5900 model muffler. That's what that was originally for. So I put it on here. Comes up and over. It's so much better having it this way because of tree limbs. When you're bush hogging close to tree lines, the tree limbs will hit this muffler, hit this exhaust, and it'll veer off the side instead of smacking you in the face. You know, you got a hood exhaust, you snag a tree limb, what's it gonna do? Once it releases off the muffler, it comes back, smacks you right in the face, or your glasses or whatever. So that's how all that's set up. As you see right there, flex tube, and my downspout turn down exhaust manifold, which I ordered online. But that's how that's set up. I hope that kind of explains it to you. Hope that kind of helps you out on that. And if you're interested in making one, I hope you can have good luck. It took me almost a whole winter to do this because it was a winter project. So a lot of welding rods, I promise you that. Went through almost a whole box of welding rods on this thing because everything was bigger tubes, heavier duty. I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to break or anything on me. So that's how that's set up. And also, I got 1016 tires on this thing for the front. For my loader, makes a heck of a difference on steering and everything. But also, I think I mentioned it, I got the wheels widened out about halfway in the middle of the rails right there. They're about split in half right there in the middle. And then the fenders are widened out. And that's the reason why I got such a wide step right here, because I widened everything out for bush hogging on steep grades and just to make it safer, mostly. And I want to put a buddy seat in the middle, right beside here someday. But that's how I got all that set up. And my fire extinguisher, I got it mounted on this steel post right here. So as soon as I see smoke, I just rip this off, and I got it in my hand instead of having to try to fight the smoke or whatever on my hay roller. Which I'm going to get a different, that's not the proper one for the hay roller, for hay and stuff. So I'm going to get another one, but I'm going to probably mount it there too. But anyways, I hope this helps you out, gives you an ideas. If you have any more questions, just let me know.